roar of collapsing economies, drowned by the noise of the dream factories of mainstream media, encouraging us all to be selfish children seduced into a cycle of endless consumption by heartless corporations, hell-bent on using up everything the sacred earth can offer as fast as possible. It's not too late, it's never too late to seize the day. It's time we realize that this planet is having a near-death experience, and therein lies the hope. I'm not calling in an apocalypse. Quite the opposite. Let Hollywood turn 2012 into that. We can do better. For in this chaos lies the possibility of change, and change is what we need. There's nowhere else I'd rather be than right here, right now, in this incredible time of transition. Listen, can you hear the sounds of revolution in the streets? The spark has spread from Tunisia to Egypt to Libya to Yemen, from the Arab Spring to the European summer, from Spain to Greece to the sudden surprising flower of Occupy Wall Street. There's a global awakening booming all around this trembling earth. A thirst for justice, equality, sustainability, and compassion, for love that cannot be stopped. It's a tsunami of transformation, and the time is now. It's a naturally arising methodology of participatory democracy that's emerging, rooted in compassion and interdependence. We're done with those old ideologies. This revolution is in process, and we're occupying with love. I'm not asking you to crawl on your knees in acts of service and supplication. I am inviting you to be of service, but in a way that's joyous for you. I'm inviting you to discover your bliss, not your ego's bliss, but the bliss of your true self. You know the difference if you dare to check in. I double dare you to become a blessing, to allow the universe to offer you the true riches of a life of love, a life of meaning, of possibility. Ask yourself this: are you a gift to the planet, to your community, to your family, friends, your lover, your true self? Are you a gift to the whole damn universe? If you aren't, then you're actually missing out. Because when you become a gift to this universe, when you become a true giver and not just a taker, then you discover the incredible power of reciprocity. The real secret is that the more you give, the more you receive. As you go deeper into true giving, the particles become waves. The oscillations between giving and receiving speed up until they become instantaneous, until there is no giver, there's no receiver, there's just flow. Try it out and let me know how it goes. I promise you this: you can't lose when you lead a life of love. It's as simple as opening your heart. It's as natural as breathing. All that other stuff, the addiction, the suffering, the separation from source, that's unnatural. That's just a big bag of hot air, an illusion of smoke and mirrors. We've been tricked. It's time to cut the cords and claim what's rightfully ours. It's never too late to turn the tide. Start small, start big, but start somewhere. Can you spare a smile, some compassion, some creativity, some action, some love in action? We are all part of this incredibly complex system of systems within systems, all relying on each other in a web of checks and balances, of cooperation, of community. Even the organisms of our very body are systems of interdependence. And this is a form of love. Even gravity is a loving force. Without it, we'd float off into space and nothing would hold together. We need that force of attraction. It's all about love. It's time to occupy the emptiness of this corporate culture with love. It's time to wake up. This is the moment, right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next year. Right here. There's no better place to be than in this moment. So welcome to life in the fire of change. Heart by heart, we can transform this world from the bottom up. We aren't waiting around. We aren't asking for permission. We are doing this now with love. And let your fierce love shine. Thank you. Thank you very much. If we have a few more minutes, I'll end with the Occupy Love short. And then if you want to come back at 12:30, we're going to be showing the feature Occupy Love, which is in its test screening phase, so you can all be part of the test audience. This will be the first time we've seen this version of the film. It's very exciting. But let me just show you a little taste of it. And this is called The Revolution is Love. And this was our video. It went viral. We thought it went viral. We had like 400,000 views. Manuel was like, you know, their video went viral. They had 5 million views, but I thought 400,000 was pretty darn viral. So this is our video. The Revolution is Love. Just if you want to bring up the video screen for me. Full size. And here we go.
This movement isn't about the 99% defeating or toppling the 1%. You know the next chapter of that story, which is that the 99% create a new 1%. That's not what it's about. What we want to create is the more beautiful world our hearts tell us is possible, a sacred world, a world that works for everybody, a world that is healing, a world of peace. You can't just say, we demand a world of peace. Demands have to be specific. Anything that people can articulate can only be articulated within the language of the current political discourse. And that entire political discourse is already too small. And that's why making explicit demands kind of reduces the movement and takes the heart out of it. And so it's a real paradox. And so I think that the movement actually understands that. The system isn't working for the 1% either. You know, if you were a CEO, you would be making the same choices they do. The institutions have their own logic. Life is pretty bleak at the top too. And all of the baubles of the rich, they're kind of this phony compensation for the loss of what's really important. The loss of community, the loss of connection, the loss of intimacy, the loss of meaning. Everybody wants to live a life of meaning.